I love using giant, clear ice cubes. They create a unique presentation, and the novelty is not wearing off. There are a lot of different ways to make clear ice cubes, and I like using the machine. Let's check it out and make a few cocktails along the way. This is the Craft Klaris Clear Cube Creator Contraption for cocktail connoisseurs, and this, well, let's unbox. Do you really want an unboxing video or a cocktail video? Right, let's fast forward. This is my OG clear ice making machine. I have a love-hate relationship with it because it works perfectly about 20% of the time or less. If I'm lucky, I can coax a few perfect cubes out of it, but a lot of the time it gives me these weird half-melted oblong sewer coolers because I drop them in the sink and wash them down the drain. They're useless. This is the newest version, the Klaris Mini. It makes 2 cubes at a time, brand new and I hope improved. Let's put these two to the test. But before we do that, I need to make some room in my ice storage containers, so let's make a cocktail using apple juice and mezcal, the smoky appleseed. This cocktail is a simple mix of mezcal, apple juice, lime, and ginger beer, stirred over a clear cube, topped with a dried apple slice. Delicious, refreshing, perfect on a hot summer day. You could switch out the juice for cider for a fall treat. Just garnish with a cinnamon stick. Alright, let's get this test started and we can check back tomorrow morning to see how these machines do. Alright, here we are in the morning. We're about 10 hours into this. This one is flashing green. I didn't read the instructions, but I'm assuming that means that it's ready. This one is still freezing at about, we're at 9 hours, 57 minutes. So this one still has at least a couple hours to go to get those extra 2 cubes. So let's check these out real quick. I just ran a little water on the outside, helps loosen them up a little bit. Oh, and that was perfect. Absolutely beautiful. 2 perfect cubes. Okay, so last time I looked at this one, we were just above 13.5 hours. At this point now, I'm just getting this error freeze timeout. I don't really know exactly what that means, but usually it means that the whole thing is frozen and I can't lift the lid, okay? The problem is as it melts, it's not gonna melt to where I can get this thing open. It's actually melting from the bottom up. So by the time I get this open, I'm gonna have these weird little looking cubes that have pretty much the bottom half of them is gone. And it's uneven. And so they're not gonna be useful at all. So 13.5 hours, and I probably won't get anything out of this. Let's get another cocktail in before we talk about these machines again. Gin, apple juice, yellow chartreuse, allspice, and ginger beer. Remember, this can be transformed into a fall drink with some cider and a cinnamon stick garnish. There are some very different notes between the yellow and green chartreuse, and whenever I want something sharp and striking, I go for green. Yellow is sweeter and mellow. It's never the focus, and here it's just a part of the whole. None of the flavors are really dominating, and there's just a lot of interest in each sip. It's delicious. The most important thing to remember is to put your cubes in the refrigerator at least an hour before happy hour to temper the cubes. Otherwise, you risk cracking them when you pour in your cocktail. I'm not going to go over the instructions. I mean, that's all included when you buy one of these. There's a fill line and a single button. That seems easy enough, right? Well, they do have these plastic inserts, and I've never made ice without them. All right, I'll test it out and report back at the end of the video, and maybe include another cocktail if you want to watch all the way to the end. This is a leftover from the cocktails I created for the Reddit contest last month, which I won, just made with a new batch of Mint Oleo infused Pisco. Wow, that's a lot of fun. The mint's really subdued. Coconut's kind of mellowing everything out. You've got this nice floral notes from the Aperitivo Bianco. And the Pisco is just really nice in this. It's a good cocktail. It's interesting, they're not very clear. I wonder if this is something that's going on with the machine. At the bottom seems to be a little cloudy, if you guys can catch it on that. But interesting experiment. Doesn't seem any major difference between using the inserts and using it without the inserts, unless that's a part of the issue. All right. That's our experiment. Those are our cocktails. These are the Klaris Craft Ice Makers. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll catch you guys next time.